Guys, there's a big wad of reds right up here. And I'm going to see if I can get one this time. I'm going to show a video clip here in a little while, probably of a big fail. I'm hoping we'll show one of a success. I'm just going to go kind of on the outside. Try not to get right in the middle of them. Yep. 2 fails in a row. 2 fails in a row. I work better when it's only one red. I ended up getting one. But I mean, that's, you know, there's a saying, even a blind squirrel will find a nut every now and then. Yep, that's me today. Oh, but what you gonna do? That's always a hard thing to do. I mean, it's easy and hard both. I don't know. I mean, most anybody can catch a fish out of a wad that big, but as you see in the clip that I'm gonna show after this, you can have a serious fail. I guess it wasn't my fault exactly, but anyway, I don't want to spoil it. But this is a good red right here. I'm letting him pull me on out. I ain't even gonna worry about those guys anymore. But I am gonna try to put the stake down because I don't want to go too far down. There may be another wad because this is the second wad of reds. But they were about 100 yards apart. They ain't super close together. And we done got to where the wave is starting to lap back around. I had a long bank of calm. But now I'm gonna kind of going downwind anyway. But all right, this guy, I'm letting him play out a little bit because he's a toughie. He's got a pretty hard bind on him. He got it down in his mouth pretty deep. But I hope it's hooked into something solid down there. But yeah, as you see in this next clip, it was right before this, just a little ways back behind me. But all right, fella. Yeah, but we recovered. We still got us a fish. It was exciting. All blood pumping excitement. I mean, and you can see a school of reds way far away like this. So I don't know if he's going to be short enough for me to take. I think he might be. Oh yeah. Easy. 24 and a half, almost 25. But yeah, just a nice fish, thick, heavy one like they've been. Well, let's move on down and see what we can find. And by the way, I didn't say it. Thank y'all for coming out, and let's get after it. Guys, I don't know what's around this corner, but it's blowing up. What is it? Look at that. Look at that. I just messed up. I messed up bad. Oh, that's terrible. That's oh my goodness. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that wad. And I'm sitting here all tangled up. Only rod on the boat. There must be 100 of them there. Oh, I've got... Wow. That is amazing. Amazing, guys. Look, this is amazing. Can you believe that? I heard that noise from a long ways away. Oh man. Hey, put 2 rods on your boat. Put 2 rods on your boat. Don't just put 1 on there. Oh man, this braid is good, but whenever it does this, it is not good. It is not good, guys. Oh my. Oh, they ain't going. They're just gonna work down that bank. I can catch up back to them probably, but oh my, we ain't got the knot out yet, and this we. Oh wow. All right, guys, I'm going to. We just cut away from that. Y'all seen I had a big bird nest. I talked for about 15 minutes as I was working it out, and I didn't work it completely out. I have a knot right there. It is what, 18 inches up from my knot, so I'm gonna have to just cut that off and retie. And that school just kind of dispersed. It just kind of, it wasn't spooked. It just kind of, I think it went into deep water. I paddled the other way again, looking the direction it came, and I never seen it busting anything. So maybe we'll run across something as we keep going down that way. All right, bring you back in. It's up there somewhere. He ain't big. He ain't big by no means, but guys, that wind shifted out of the south, which they said wasn't gonna happen. That's what happened last time, but so there's a little marsh right here that kind of goes up a little ways. I figured I'd go up and at least get around this bank and get a little break against that. It's not blowing hard, it's barely blowing, but it's just enough to where you can't see. But it's supposed to have been cloudy today, so I really didn't plan on seeing a lot. I was gonna just work that bank and just cast for possibly get a trout and some flounder along with my reds. But when I could see, I said, well, I'm gonna try to sight cast as long as the sun will let me. But if the sun goes completely away, then I will just have to resort to blind cast. And then but this fella I don't think will reach. He ain't gonna reach 20, is he? Let's just see. No. Come on, cooperate. Oh, nope. I mean, so close. He's like an 1/8 inch short. I kind of thought he was a little short when I seen him in the water. There was 2 of them really there. But who knows? There might be something up in this little ditch. I'm gonna ease up there. I mean, why not? We're here. And it being that kind of turned on me, maybe the wind will shift back. It sometimes is variable on these days, so if it goes back the other direction, it'd be perfect. Get back out there in the main water. I've only been up this creek one time, and it was in the middle of a hot summer, and I kept smelling some rotten fish, and I said, man, where's all these rotten fish? And I got to looking along the side of the banks, and they were covered with the menhaden that it just got so no oxygen up there, and they died by the millions. And they were floated up against the banks. The seagulls were out here eating all on them and everything, and but I don't know if that was probably what soured the water a little, and I didn't see one redfish, so I hadn't been back. But that's had plenty of time to get away, and so we'll just see what else is up here. there's a, rounded the corner and there's a wad of big fish up there. I assume are reds. It's a little early to bring y'all in, but just to show you what I see sometime when I turn the corner. But I'm gonna get quiet again and might speed it up, slow motion, or fast motion, sorry. One over there. There's one right here. Yep, guys, there was a wad of them. Oh, that was big enough. I seen that one there. I could have just pitched at him, but he looked a little small, and so I wanted to get a better chance. But you never know. I couldn't really tell how big the ones were over in that group, but man, there was a big old wad of them here, wasn't there, guys? Oh, and there was a big one busted against that bank. I pointed at him. I don't know if I'd put any of this in slow motion. It wasn't that long. You guys can probably let me know how y'all, if y'all enjoy watching the stalking, or y'all just like to see the catch. Oh, this fella's not good hooked. He's hooked to the top of the mouth and no through and through. So if I give him any, oh no, I'm seeing the hook. He actually is hooked into his, hooked through his cheek. All right, well that's a good number too. I just looked at my phone because it's been so long since I've been here. I didn't remember about this little hole, and like I say, it was only one time I've ever been here, and it was a disappointment getting all the way over here and the whole place was dead. But ain't dead today. But I don't know if it goes up into anything after this. I have to look back at my phone. I barely can see in this bright sun. I need to put my trick where I cover myself up with a bag, and I can really look at everything really good then. But I always hate to unfoil my bag. It's just a trash bag, but it's good and tight and compact. But when you unfurl it, it never goes back to this. It's like putting up a tent or something. You ever did that? Y'all pull that tent out of that thing, and man, ever try to get all them pieces back in that thing? They might be better now, but the old days, man, you never got them back in there. Just wasn't going back. Or maybe it was just me. I don't know. But easy guy. Ow, ow. Had to get his mouth to act right. He's 22 inches. That's not a super large when you're only talking about 22 inches, but this time of year, look at that thick rascal. He's almost twice as much meat on there than in the other times of year in the summer. So all right, I'm gonna pop him in a box. I'm gonna look and see where this ditch goes. If it opens up into another little hole, I might take it. If not, I know behind me it goes to places like this. So, all right, bring y'all back in a little while. All right, guys. Okay, that was pretty cool right there. I just barely went up this little. You'll see when we turn, we were in this same little hole that we caught that last one in, and this is that ditch I was talking about that goes up. And so they were still filtering out. There, it goes way on up in there. I couldn't see clear in my phone like I was saying just a second ago, but I kind of was thinking it went into some marshy ground up there. I have to look again when I get home. I need to look on Google Earth. I can see it really clear at home and make a mental note of what's up there, see if it's worth going. It might be a really good spot during a high tide, because see, we got a really high tide, and up here it's shallow, so this might be a high tide marsh. Ooh, I don't know if we're gonna get him or not, guys. He ain't looking too good, guys. One little flop and I think he's gone. You through with all your flops? I don't know. He might not be through with his flops. You should have ran a little harder, fella. It fell out right there. I know y'all can't see, but try and get a hand on him. There we go. Yeah, it just fell right out of his mouth. Oh. Yeah, babe. Got all the mud on my boat. Alright, almost 24 inches. Wow, and he's thick. Alright, fellas, that's a limit. So I think we're gonna probably get on out. The wind has kind of turned on me again like it did the other day when I tried to work this bank, but that's all right. We got our fish. It's not terribly high wind yet. The sun coming out helps so much. I really didn't expect it, but looking up here, and that's the way they're supposed to be coming from the north, they're getting thicker, and I think in another hour we'd be pretty much solid clouds. So it was good for me to get out early. Most of the time, this time of year, I wait a little later in the day to come out, because the higher the sun is, the better. But I figured it didn't matter what time I came out today. There wasn't going to be no sun to work with anyway, but it was. All right, so praise the Lord for giving me some sun. And all right, guys, I'm going to close it out. I want to say God bless, and I will see y'all next time, good Lord willing.